Hi, my name is Jennifer Drury. I'm the Microsoft Learning Consultant for North Carolina. I want to show you how to set your permissions for your meetings. And I'll show you a couple different ways that you can access them. Right now, you can see that I am set as the organizer for this meeting, and I have 2 students in this meeting and a third that's been invited. If I did not set the permissions before the meeting, I can still do so. I What I do is I click on the participants button. You can see they were hidden. Now if I click that, there they all are. Up here you have an ellipse menu. So we'll open that and we'll see manage permissions. Now this is going to open it in a separate window. When we go to this window, you'll see right now it's set that everyone can enter into this meeting. So what I want to do is I want to set it that only I enter the meeting. That means that I will be giving permission for everyone else to join. So you have also the option that you can announce when callers join or leave. You can also set who the presenters are. Now, I'll set that to only me, and I'll show you why. In the meeting, I can change that if necessary. So we'll save those settings, go back to our meeting. If I click on one of my students, I can always make them a presenter if necessary. I can also mute, pin, or I can remove them from the meeting. I'll show you that shortly. So again, if you need to set the meetings, the permissions, click on the people icon, then click at the menu and choose manage permissions. You can also set this up when you're scheduling a meeting. Let me show you. So if you are in here, I'm going to move our little screen for our meeting, and you click on your meeting. Let's set a new meeting. And we'll set that for a bit later. I'll add, we'll call this demo 2. Add one of our MLC students. There we go. And I'm going to send that. So you can, once the meeting is set, you can go back in and edit it. And that's where you're going to see the meeting options. Meeting options is where all of your permissions are. So if we click on that, it's going to launch us to that screen we saw earlier. I can have it set that only I can enter the meeting, only myself can present, and I can save that. So that's how to do it before the meeting. That's how you can do it afterwards. I want to go back to the meeting now that we're in, and I want to show you, we're going to have that third student join the meeting. Now we've set it to have that lobby and where I will need to give the permission for them to enter. So if we go over here to our third student that needs to join, we'll have them join now. We've let people in the meeting know you're waiting. So if we click back to my screen for what I'm going to see, I'm going to get a message. So it's showing here that someone is waiting in the lobby. It normally gives you a little bit of a ding too. I shut that off because I have so many different microphones and cameras going right now. So I can dismiss it and deny them entry, or I can click the check and allow them to enter. So we'll allow them to enter. It says admitting them. And now I have all of my students here. You can see 2 students are muted, and the last one that just joined isn't. I can mute all, and then that will mute everyone in the meeting all at one time. If for some reason I need to exit a student, let's say we'll exit this student, I can click here and remove them from the meeting, and it will exit them. If we look, and let's look and see what their, here is what they see. So if they've been removed, it says removed from the meeting. Someone just removed you from the meeting. You can try to rejoin. so they can dismiss it and go about their day. Or if they try to rejoin, they're going to get that message of waiting in the lobby. And if we go back to the main screen here, you can see that that student's waiting in the lobby. I can choose to enter them back in, or I can dismiss them and not allow them back in. So just to recap, you'll look for participants, manage permissions, and that is how you can enter, allow students. Now, the last thing, if you are exiting and you do not want students to stay in the meeting, you want to click this menu here. If you click end the meeting, it will end it for everyone. Then here, if you just clicked hang up, that is you leaving the meeting and the meeting is still continuing. So you want to do that hard stop of end meeting, and that will end it for all of the participants. So if you have any questions about this, please reach out. My email address is jennifer.jury@usmie.com, and I'll be happy to help.